guys, before we begin today's video, I just want to say something to all of you. I am really grateful to everyone who has subscribed to my channel so far, who take out the time to watch my videos, to comment on my videos and to share my videos. So all of you guys out there, I just want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. So that is what today's theme is basically. So what I did right now was I expressed gratitude to all of my viewers and my subscribers. So today we are going to be talking about the benefits of gratitude and how you can include gratitude in your daily life. So let's talk about gratitude to start with. Gratitude comes from the Latin word gratia, which means grace, graciousness or gratefulness. So if you know, there is a complete day that has been given in a Western culture for this exact thing, that is Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is nothing but saying thanks to people who have made your life better, who have really enriched your life in some way. So what are the benefits of expressing gratitude? And one prerequisite that is there in this case is that the person who is expressing gratitude has to mean it from the bottom of your heart. So when you say thank you and you genuinely mean it, it actually does wonders for you. So it has been seen that people who regularly engage in gratitude practice not only have physiological benefits but also have psychological benefits. So in a research that was conducted, what the researchers did was they divided people into 3 groups. All 3 of them had to maintain a daily journal of things. One group had to write down only negative things that happened during the day. One group had to write down all the positive things that happened, and a third group had to write down random things, anything that they felt like. At the end of the study, it was found that people who wrote positive things not only reported fewer visits to their general practitioner, that is their doctor, but they also reported improvement in their moods, in their sleep, in the positive emotions. They reported higher levels of introspection, so they were more aware of their own thoughts and their emotions than people in the other groups. So there has been a lot of research over gratitude, and today we are going to be looking at some easy ways of how we can include gratitude in our daily life, and at the same time why it is so important or why is it so effective. It is such a simple thing. Saying thank you is the most easiest thing in the world, but then why does it have so many benefits for us in store? So first let us see how gratitude impacts your brain. So there are 2 centers in your brain known as the anterior cingulate cortex and the medial prefrontal cortex. Now both of these areas are in your frontal lobe, that is the front part of your brain, and both of these parts are included in your moral and social cognition, in your empathy and your value judgment. So when you feel good, when you feel empathetic towards someone, when you feel kind towards someone, you feel like doing kindness towards somebody, these are the areas in your brain which get triggered at those points in time. Also seen that has been included in gratitude is hypothalamus. Now hypothalamus is again one of the deep brain structures, and it is included in your emotion, in your regulation, your homeostasis. It's included in many of the things, but one of the thing is again your mood and your emotion. So all these 3 areas, that is the anterior cingulate cortex, the medial prefrontal cortex and the hypothalamus, all 3 of them have shown to get rewired for a better way when a person expresses gratitude for at least 3 months in a row. So the research that they had done, they asked the participants to continue doing that and maintaining the gratitude journal for around 3 months, and at the end of 3 months they did see that there were alterations in those people's anterior cingulate cortexes. And isn't that such an amazing news that something as simple as maintaining a gratitude journal can have so many benefits? So now let's move on to the next part of the video, that how can we include gratitude in ways that will not be much time consuming, in ways that won't be money consuming, and it will be easy to do for anybody. So the very first thing that I have been also talking about is maintaining a gratitude journal. Now the name sounds fancy, but a gratitude journal is nothing but writing down certain minimum things that you have decided कि every day I will write 3 things that happened great in my day, or 3 things that I am thankful that happened to me today. I will just make a note of them. And when you do that regularly, that becomes your gratitude journal. Now many people like to give a different twist to this, that they make gratitude jars in which they put chits about good things that keep happening to them, and at the end of the year they remove all the chits and they read everything that went great in their year. Now this can be done when you are having a bad day, when you feel like life is falling apart, that you don't have a control or a grip over your life. But then when you read these things at a length, that in a month's time these are the things that have happened amazingly well in my life, these are the things which I'm grateful about, you will definitely experience a upliftment in your mood. You will definitely start feeling better when you do it. The next way that you can include gratitude in your day is deciding to say thank you to at least one person or one thing per day and meaning it. So gratitude need not be only for yourself, you can actually share it with other people. So I remember the other day when I was out I was out late at night, and most of the rickshawalas had denied giving me a lift, and then one person did, and when I got down I actually said thank you to him, that thank you for giving me the ride, because it was late and I was really worried how I will be able to reach home. And I am sure that one small gesture of a passenger saying thank you to him would have left a small smile on that person's face. That made me feel good, that made the rickshawala feel good. So everybody involved in the process ended up feeling good. So you can decide for yourself that there is one person I want to say thank you to every day, or maybe in a week or a month, that is up to you. But the point of this exercise is that gratitude need not be only for yourself, you can share it. The next one can be being thankful about a new thing. So you have to take care that you are not writing the same things again and again every day, because then what can happen is the energy that the brain receives after doing that actually reduces. So if I am writing that I am thankful for my family every day for a month, eventually the impact of that will lessen. So maybe I can break it down to smaller things, that today I am thankful that my father agreed to something that I was really apprehensive about. Tomorrow I can be grateful that my sister got me a chocolate thinking that I like chocolates a lot. So you can break it down into smaller things as and how things go on happening in your day. Then the very important thing is committing to it, because if you do it for one day, you don't do it for 5 days, and you again do it for one day, it won't really give you that many results. So generally they say that gratitude journal should be written at the end of the day at night, but it's not a rule. If you know that at night you get exhausted, or if you're a homemaker and you know that in the night you have to make tiffins for your children, or generally night time is not a good time for you to write, it's okay, you can schedule it at other part of the day, that is in the morning or in the afternoon when you are at your break. So committing to it means that you have to do it no matter what. You have to equate it with the level of eating food. So no matter how busy you are, you eat food because your body requires it. So that level of commitment needs to be shown to these exercises too, if you want your brain to make that rewiring in a positive light. The last one is a very, very amazing technique to include gratitude, is mental subtraction. So mental subtraction is basically when you write that yes, this is a thing that really went well in my life, and then you take a moment to think that how would my life be if this thing had not happened. How is my life better because this thing happened. So when you think this way, the graciousness for that event that had happened in your life actually increases. So these are some of the techniques that I believe will help all of us to maintain gratitude journals, to really inculcate gratitude in our life. Because what I came across in my reading was that for some people gratitude is a dispositional thing, that is there within them. They are just born with a tendency to express gratitude for all the things, and I'm sure that all of us know one such person who is always very positive. They are always very thankful about everything and everyone. So doing this comes easier or naturally to some people. For some people it doesn't, but that's not a problem. You can still make it a habit and you can inculcate it from outside. So I hope that this video encourages you to start practicing some gratitude in your daily life, and I am positive that you will see the changes, you will see the benefits that you will reap once you start maintaining a gratitude journey. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I am definitely grateful for my uncle who is filming this video right now. I am grateful to this place where I can sit and I can make the video, and I am grateful for the people who are watching these videos. So I'll see all of you next time. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care. Bye.